Alright you guys, what is up? So today is going to be more of like a chit chat, get ready with me. I am going to be filming with the new 35K palette, which I'm really excited about, but I have a lot to probably vent about, to be totally honest. So I'm gonna use this video as an outlet. Sorry, not sorry. I'm just kidding. Okay, it's hard for me to do like chit chat get ready with me's because I always feel the need to just do it exactly the same as a tutorial, and I have a hard time talking off subject and not about makeup. So I'm gonna do a little of both. We'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna start by priming. P.S. and I'm just using the Amazing Cosmetics anti-aging primer. I really like this one. Anyways, oh my gosh, you guys, I really hope this camera looks good. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you guys know that last week was a rough one. It was really, really difficult. Oh my goodness. I had computer issues and I had camera issues. My other camera died. Rest in peace. Sony a5100. I'm hoping, I'm still not feeling 100% positive about it because I had to rush out and buy a new one. Cameras are extremely expensive. I got the Canon 80D. 80D, like the number 80D, not ADD, like attention deficit. So I'm liking it so far. That's what I'm filming on, but it's just different. I don't know if I've figured out my white balance yet. We're just gonna have to see and play around. So give me a week or two. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, but I'm hoping it'll be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD stick. I'm trying to match my foundation to my body because I almost tan, but I didn't put anything on my face because, I don't know, I just don't often like to. It is a little annoying when you're not wearing makeup then because your skin is still like, you know, your natural skin tone, and then your body is really dark, so it looks a little strange, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so anyways, I'm not feeling super positive about it. I'm hoping it'll end up to be a little bit of a blessing in disguise because I was getting really frustrated with my last camera because it has built-in skin softening. If you guys don't know a lot about cameras, a lot of people do use this Sony a5100 because it is a really nice camera. Really easy to use. You get a really great quality, and it's small, you know, so you can use it for vlogging and tutorials alike. So, oh, I'm really liking this foundation. So anyways, love that camera, but the built-in skin softening, even though I liked it at first, I think maybe just because it was new and whatever, and I didn't notice the issues with it, but what I did notice once I decided that, I don't know, I'm not really into it because I was starting to look like a wax figure. I don't know if it's because my camera was getting older and it wasn't working quite as well, or I was just, I don't know, my preferences are changing or what have you. I wanted to see, you know, everything. I feel like it just took away from the work, you know, like it overly smoothed. It, you couldn't see my blush anymore, really. You couldn't see my contour. It was just, I don't know. It just wasn't my fave, right? But also, you could turn it off, which is what I did, but it was still there a little bit and I could notice it, and it was driving me nuts. And the only way to get it to turn off truly was by turning off the face detection. I'm sorry, this is for a lot of you guys who don't have cameras or aren't interested in them at all. This is gonna be a little boring to you, but I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so anyways, I would have to turn off the face detection in order for my skin softening to actually shut off completely, and then my camera would focus on things that weren't correct, like the end of my brush, or like when I'm doing a tutorial, or my background all of a sudden, and I'd lose a bunch of footage, and it was just like so annoying and so tedious to film with. So I am happy. Hopefully this one will be nice for me. I'm just nervous. I have a hard time learning like new technology things. So we'll see how that goes, right? This is the, what is it? The Becca Aqualuminous Concealer in medium. This stuff is really nice. I don't use it often enough. I don't know why. I'm just gonna spray my beauty blender. It's getting a little dry with this Pixie Vitamin Makeup Mist. They sent these in a PR package a little bit ago and I'm so intrigued. Look at this one. This one is like the Milky Hydrating Mist. I'm hoping it's a little bit like the, what is the one called? The Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, something like that. That one is so pretty. I don't enjoy using it because it's so expensive. It just doesn't give me a good vibe. Now for a little bit of brightening, I'm gonna use the Born This Way concealer in light. Oh my gosh, it is so gloomy out today, you guys. I am so ready for spring. Who is with me? I don't love summer though. I know a lot of people are probably gonna think I'm super weird, but I don't like super hot. Super hot or super cold. Actually, if I had to choose, I would choose cold over hot. Isn't that super weird? I don't know, it's just not my favorite. I don't like sweating. And I like to be able to wear like cozy, comfy clothes, like flannels and leggings and Uggs that smell like dirty feet. Actually, I hate Uggs, but I do wear mine. Okay, I need to highlight down here a little bit, down here a little bit, up here a little bit. Just smells like Kool-Aid. Seems to be working really nicely though. I could get down. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I think this is in the light shade. It's fairly translucent, but they do have colors. And I'm just gonna set under my eyes. I'm not gonna bake or anything like that. I'm literally just taking the tiniest amount and just setting right underneath. I am going to let my skin chill for a moment, so I'm gonna start the eyes. I'm excited to use this. This is the new one from Morphe, the 35. Did I call it the 35K earlier? I think I did. It's the 35R. This is new. I ordered it. It came in, I don't know, a week or two ago, something like that. And this is my first time using it. I showed it on Snapchat, and I really like these palettes, you guys. I think they're really nice. I'm gonna use my soft ochre paint pot, and it's getting a little dried out. So what I do is I put a tiny drop of Inglot Duraline in it, which makes this product is amazing. So I'll use it in like my dip brows or gel liners or these paint pots or basically any cream product that's drying out a little bit, and it transforms it into like a waterproof product. I don't know, it's amazing. So anyways, I'm gonna use this to prime my lids, but I do really like these palettes. I find them to be really nice and affordable, especially for the girl who's just on a budget, you know, which I totally get. So I like to use them and create content for you guys using them. A lot of people don't like Morphe, and you know, to each their own, but I love them, so it is what it is. Are they the best quality? Where's my mirror? You know, they're not the best quality in the world, but they are really good still, like better than any drugstore eyeshadow, equivalent to a lot of my high-end products for sure. So, you know, people can hate on Morphe, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna quit using it. The one gripe I do have with these palettes is the fact that there are a lot of shades that I feel like are duplicates in the same palettes, or only slightly different to the point where once you blend them out, it's not going to make any difference whatsoever on your eye. That's a little annoying to me because, you know, people will say, oh, 35 eyeshadows, so that's basically like a penny a shadow. But it's like, no, it's not, because only 14 of them are actually colors that aren't identical to another color in the palette. And I'm being a little dramatic, but you know what I mean. There's at least, usually, not with all the palettes, in a lot of the neutral ones, at least a couple shades that are so similar to the one, you know, kitty corner across the palette. I feel like sometimes they're laid out in that way. I don't know if it's intentional to be like, I don't know. I'm just gonna set my lids with some face powder. This is just a MAC Studio Fix powder, but use whatever. You can even use that translucent powder that you use under your eyes if you're doing this, or an eyeshadow. It doesn't really matter, just a powder product. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of powder right here because those tear ducts are bugging me. Might need more filler. Okay, what kind of a look will I do? I haven't used a color like this in a long time. See this really kind of mustardy gold shade here? I think I'll do that on the lid, and then we'll work with some of the other browns. So let's dig in. I'll show you the colors as we move along in case you guys are looking for more of a tutorial using this palette. So I will try to make sure that I am giving a little bit of direction. So I'm going to first go in with this. I'm trying to see in my viewfinder if I'm pointing to the right one. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in my crease, and I'm using, let's see, a Smith 235 brush. I love this brush. It's like a blending brush with a little bit of a pointed tip. It's really nice. I feel like it just gets right in there. Boop, 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 boop. You guys, I'm freaking out because I graduate in May after what feels like 250 years. I honestly can't even believe it. I really can't. It feels super surreal. And it's like, what is the future gonna look like? You know what I mean? You start to question, like, what am I going to do? I really, really, really want to work at an ad agency, and there are quite a few in my area. I do live in, you know, a really large city, but I don't know. I'm super nervous. I know it's super competitive to get in, and what I'm hearing, because I've gone on like some informational interviews with people in the industry and stuff like that, and what I'm hearing is a lot of them had to do multiple internships, some of them unpaid, before you can get in. So I'm like, oh, which I get it. I'm a person who will do whatever, you know, like I'm willing to take risks, and I'm willing to do some things that are a little unconventional, clearly, but it's a little frustrating because it's like, you know, you think, oh, you're gonna graduate and then you're going to, you know, get hired on at XYZ firm and everything is going to be great and you'll be able to afford daycare. So I'm a bit nervous, not gonna lie. I'm going to use a little bit of this kind of banana shade and highlight my brow bone. It's not gonna be much of a highlight because it's not super light, but yeah. But I feel like I'm missing something here. I prefer a matte highlight actually. I know I'm kind of one in a million, I feel like, but I don't know. I think for me, one of the things is I don't actually wax my eyebrows. I don't even hardly have any real live eyebrows, but I do have peach fuzz everywhere, and I feel like because I don't wax them, I don't have to. It's pointless. So I feel like when I highlight there, it just accentuates that weird kind of hairy texture. Is that weird? Now I'm using the Sigma E25 and I'm putting a little bit more of that same shade just kind of up here. I'm gonna start kind of winging out the shape. So that is what I'm doing here. It's gonna be weird to edit this video. I always do voiceovers. So it's just like I can kind of watch TV and not pay attention to the sound and just, you know, cut it to where it makes sense. And now I'm gonna have to listen to my damn voice. I'm gonna use this matte brown in the corner. It looks to be kind of the warmest deep brown, so let's see. I will say, you guys, these mattes really do blend really nicely, and they have some really nice pigment, so I am impressed so far, as I normally am with these palettes. So I'm going to put this on the outer portion of my lid and bring it in a little bit, and then also I'm going to start winging this out, but keeping it closer to the lash line, if that makes sense. And I'm only really applying it super heavily, kind of where on the line where you would normally put your liner. I can't speak today. Ugh, too much coffee. I'm actually just using the tip of this flat shader to start the blending process. I'm gonna be really depressed if I look at this footage when I'm done and it's like focusing on weird things. I see really good reviews about it though, so I'm hoping all is well. You guys, this is just, learning a new camera for me is so stressful. I don't know if I'm just being a big giant baby, but I feel like it took me so long to figure mine out before that I'm just thinking about what that was like, you know, and doing it again. This brush had something on it. We will save it, we will save it. I feel like ahead of time I'm just gonna pull some of that dingy color, whatever it was, that I just applied to the other eye. I'm gonna throw some of that up here, just so when I'm done fixing this eye, they're not totally different. So I'm super excited because in, man, a little over 3 weeks, in 20 days, no, that's less than 3 weeks, I am going to Florida for my dad's wedding, and it's gonna be super cool. I don't have anything to do with the planning process, but he is renting this huge kind of, I don't think it's necessarily a beach house. I think it's a block off the beach, the one that he ended up actually getting, because our family is really huge. It's like this 11-bedroom, whatever, huge place, and my whole family is gonna end up sharing it, and I'm so excited, even though some of my family members are so annoying. But I am just getting so excited. I am a little bit nervous because the timing lies like right around finals, so it's screwing me a little bit, but at the same time I'm making it work. Like, I'm trying to plan ahead, and I don't know, it's just a lot. But oh my gosh, do you guys get super pumped about vacations too? I just like literally, that's all I'm thinking about. My eyes aren't even. I bought a bunch of swimwear that I'm loving from, let's see, how do I get these even? From Swimsuits for All, which, you know, is like a swimwear website for all different sizes. I think, I want to say it's like sizes 12 to, I don't know, in the 20s range. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm happy because I feel like I actually got some stuff that makes me feel comfortable, you know, like, because I'm not a size 2 or 4 or 8 or 10 even, and it's just, I don't know, you just compare yourself to everybody all the time, and I told myself, because I don't know, it's kind of strange because my boyfriend Charlie is obviously always so supportive, and he thinks, you know, oh my gosh, you look great, you're beautiful. What are you talking about? Like, when you're pinching your stomach and your arms, like, shut up. I think you're fucking hot. And I just started thinking, like, why can't I start thinking about myself that way too, you know? And I know it's really hard, and it's definitely, it hasn't been easy, and I wouldn't even say I'm there yet, but I'm starting to, I don't know, just do things differently and think about my body differently and dress differently, you know, realize, okay, don't dress the body that you had before, it's different now, you know? And it has nothing to do with kids, honestly, because I bounced back after kids. I think it's more of an age thing and a diet thing. So it is what it is. I'm feeling better though. I'm feeling pretty good. And I had someone snap me, and what was the quote? It was something like, don't exercise because you hate your body, exercise because you love your body, because I was talking about hating working out. I hate it more than anything I've ever done. A lot of people share the same feelings about it as I do. It's just not enjoyable for me. It's never something that's been like an outlet, you know, like, I don't know, some people can get into that mindset and I just don't. I think it sucks. Now I'm gonna go in with this gold, and I honestly don't want to spend a ton of time, and I'll be active, mind you, like I'll go outside and do things outside and play with my kids and do sports and stuff like that, but I don't want to sit in a gym doing that kind of workout shit on a treadmill, lifting weights, doing workout videos, and spend all that time. Meanwhile, I'm like looking for results, like feeling down on myself when I don't lose weight. It's just not how I want to spend my time, you know? It's not enjoyable for me, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. And I love that quote because it's like, I don't know, just like, yes, thank you. Like, I think before I was just kind of doing it for all the wrong reasons. So I think now if I were to start, it's going to be because, you know, okay, I feel like I need to treat my body better, I need to be healthier, I am feeling weak, whatever it is, but I don't feel that way. So I think that's why, or at least one of the reasons why I just could not get into it. I'm going to take this, do you see this one here? It's like a deep shimmery bronze, and I am going to use a different brush. I'm going to apply that kind of right after that gold color to start to blend that into the dark brown. Okay, I think we like what's happening. Should we move on, or should I just sit here and blending? Nothing. I'm not even doing anything. Stop it. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go into this color here. You see it? My nail. And I'm going in with, what is this brush? The Morphe 507. The 507 is super similar to the 506. I think it's just a hint smaller. And this brush I use so often. You guys ask me about it all the time. I don't have a Morphe code, by the way, you guys. I just purchase it as a regular consumer. I don't make affiliate money yet. I mean, give me a code, Morphe. I'm gonna go in with a little pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30. How much you blow this out really kind of depends on your eye shape and your personal preferences. I know for me, I can hold a lot of color under there because I have this kind of giant eye bag area. It's not like a very attractive word for it, but like a lower eyelid. It's extra large. I think I'm going to use false lashes. I don't know why, because I already have lash extensions, but we're gonna go for it. I am going to use these Empress lashes by Iris Beauty. If you guys haven't tried these lashes before, they're so nice. I love their packaging. It's just like a little drawer, see? And now for lips, I'm going to use Nude Kate by Charlotte Tilbury because it's such a pretty nude. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is a little bit of a different video for me, so hopefully it didn't come off as overly ranty. I can't really remember in hindsight, so I'll know when I'm editing. Let me know what you guys think of the new quality, camera, etc., all of that. I would love to hear feedback, especially if it's positive. If you guys aren't a subscriber already, I would love to have you go ahead and click the subscribe button down below and then click on the bell icon and you'll be notified when I upload, which is generally 2 to 3 times a week. Give this video a thumbs up, you guys. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!